Oh, good call. Good call. Check. Sorry. Sorry if I'm a little loud. Whew. Could have been dangerous. Could have been dangerous. Thank you, Taylor. W. Taylor in the chat. If there's anyone else here yet. But I think you're first, Taylor, so W's again. Taylor, how you doing today? Thank you for stopping by. Oh, we're playing a little Farthest Frontier today. Just relaxing, chillaxing, studying for a test tomorrow. Dope. Okay, the stream won't be too intense today. It's just we're sort of just relaxing. Gotta clean my blue light blockers. Well, hopefully it's chill and relaxing. We're going to be playing Farthest Frontier. Made a bet with your teacher. What kind of bet? Well, hopefully you win. We are doing a new settlement. We will do Trailblazer. We will call it Thun Shushik. No, that's bad. Coming up with town names is tough. That if I get an 80 or higher, she owes me Chick-fil-A. Yes. Agreed. That is a good bet. I wish you luck, Taylor. Prime, Citra, welcome in. How are we doing? Oops, sorry I tabbed out. I didn't know if my mic was too loud or whatnot. Welcome in, Prime. What do I name this? What do I name this city, chat? That's the most important thing. One of the most important things. Or we'll go into the desert. Arrakis. No, that's too cheesy. Greentown. Hello, bro. No, I do not speak that. I've never even heard of that language, if I'm being honest. We're going to the Arid Highlands. Oh, Arid Highland, yeah. We will do a large map, and we will start. It's my first time trying to do a run in the Arid Highlands, ergo the desert. So wish me luck. I haven't played this game in a minute as well, but we're gonna just dive right on in. I believe the language you're saying is Uzbek. I do not speak that, Prime. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means even. I apologize. In any case, welcome in. I'm from the United States. And I appreciate you stopping by the stream, Prime. Well, in any case, if you do win, Taylor, what are you ordering from Chick-fil-A? What kind of sandwich or chicken are you getting? I'd probably do a grilled sandwich with large fries and a vanilla milkshake. I do love a good milkshake. Yes. Yes, indeed, Prime. Prime Muha. But in any case, wish me luck. We are going into a harder map and a harder mode and challenging ourselves to hopefully succeed where others have failed in Farthest Frontier. Sort of a smaller indie game similar to Manor Lords, where it's a medieval city builder. You have to make sure the villagers are well fed, are happy, and have shelter, and clothing and shoes and whatnot. 12-piece large sweet tea and 5 packets of barbecue sauce. 5 packets of barbecue sauce? That's I mean, how often are you dunking the nugs? You have a packet for every 2 nugs. Pretty much anyways. That's insane. 2 of the packets are getting a third nug, but like how much barbecue sauce are you scooping with each nug? I guess the fries too, but 5. Taylor, you love your Chick-fil-A barbecue sauce, I guess, but, you know, if it makes you happy. Oh, I thought this would be like a desert. The arid highlands. I mean, it's not that desert-like. This is the arid highlands. It's pretty sparsely populated with trees and whatnot. Hang on. Let's just place this somewhere so we can make sure I actually selected the right thing. I mean, I guess, because there's a bunch of sand everywhere, but still. Doesn't feel like a desert. We got plenty of resources, but not a lot of wood. A lot of sand, though. Boatload of sand. We're going to be a glass-making town. Huh. That is odd, though. Okay, we got a bunch of resource clusters over here. A few resource clusters over here. Here's a good spot because there's plenty of deer and whatnot. You know, we'll put it smack in the heart of the dab right there. A lot. Well, fair enough, Taylor. Whatever, whatever floats your boat. Okay, they're building that out. I'm going to save this. Desert? Question mark? I can't put question marks. Maybe. Nope, can't put periods either. Okay, saving. No, we're just going to main menu. I need to double check this because now I was like, okay, I thought I was going to a desert, but arid highlands I assumed would not have any trees. So I'm just double checking I made the right map choice. Okay. Whole stream's glitching out now. I just wanted to go to the main menu. And it took me out of it. Okay, hang on. Plain, lowland, lake. All right, arid highlands is the toughest. Dry, desolate highlands with infertile soil, sparse pine barrens, and wasteland, but rich in mineral deposits. Some resources are scarce, while others are abundant. The earth struggles to grow crops, and fertile land may be limited. This is a challenging environment. Okay, fair enough. So not a desert, but an arid highland. Apologies for the confusion, then. We're going to have to make a boatload of glass that we can sell at market. What we're really going to need is a trading post so that we can get the goods that we can't get ourselves in the highlands and go from there. Won't be too long of a stream tonight, just because I have work tomorrow and I can't stay up too late, but wanted to do something a little relaxing and chill and vibe. Hang out, as it were. But yeah. Hopefully everyone's doing well tonight. I would hope. And we will get into it. If y'all have any questions about the game, please do not hesitate to ask. I'd be more than happy to answer them. Or do my best to answer them, I should say. I'm not an expert at this game by any means, but I think I do all right. I think I fare okay. Excuse me. Blech. It has an oddly long load time. I don't know why, but we're here. I had to click, I guess. Go, 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 go. Nope, that didn't work. Don't judge me. Don't judgeth the game, lest ye be judged. Something to that extent. I'm trying here. Trying my best. That's all we can do. There we are. Alright, people. We must build the town center. Build sites need resources. Understood. We're getting the resources. We're working on getting the resources, I should say. Villagers are unhappy for obvious reasons. They don't have any shelter. I'm working on it, though. Firewood is going to be the toughest thing, because we go through a lot of logs to get enough firewood, and the winter will be especially difficult. So, see if we can survive. If I can get to like 100 villagers, I'd be happy with that. I think that'd be a good start. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to need town center tier 2 to get the mines unlocked, to start getting some of these resources gathered. And to get to tier 2, we need at least 8 shelters, a market, and a population of 30. All in due time. Who's attacking who? Oh, the wolves. Are there wolves nearby? That is less than ideal. We don't want to have to deal with wolves. Gonna need all of this wood. All of that. Okay, let's start getting people some houses. I think each one can house 4. So we need 3, actually. Hang on. I hope you find some peace of mind in this lifetime. Yeah, it's 4. And then we're gonna need a well. You know, horrible water table in the Highlands, obviously. Get the well going. Haven't heard that song in a minute. Yeah. No, I heard it on, I think, like a travel video edit on YouTube. Put the firewood splitter over here. Out in the wilderness. Saw pit and... Let's get the stockyard going up. And we're already down to 3 months' food, so we're going to need to start collecting food fast. Let's also get a forager shack. I don't think we're going to find any fishing available in the Highlands, but that's why we need to start exploring around a bit. See what our surroundings are like. And here's where the big issue is going to be in wood collection and firewood. Okay, first thing we need to do, the biggest thing I recommend is always set production limits so you don't over waste resources. Because we're going to need a lot of wood, and we're going to need a lot of that for building. But we're also going to need that for firewood, as well as resource production also requires a boatload of wood. So we'll see what happens. But it ain't going to be easy. But we do not do things because they are easy, but because they are hard. We'll also have plenty of stone, so we can hopefully utilize that as a resource as well. Okay, let's see here. What do I need next? We really need to prioritize wood. Wood and food. For food, we're going to need a root cellar. Help with spoilage, and then a storehouse for resources. But we don't need a storehouse, we need to focus on food. Because we only got 2 months left, and then we're going to start starving. Smokehouse is also going to require firewood, so I don't want to build one just yet. And it also requires logs. Towns experiencing drought can stunt growth of crops, resulting in decline in size and quality. Yep. Don't I know it? Don't I know it? Okay, we have fairly rich iron deposits, very rich coal deposits. So we can burn coal once we get access to mines. So that'll help with the production aspects of things because we'll have coal to burn instead of firewood. That'll be very helpful. We'll have a boatload of coal all around us. But in the meantime, we need food. We need to get food up. Ozzy! How are you doing? Very good deposit of deer, or deer herds, or what have you. Deposit of deer. That doesn't make any sense. I hope you find some peace of mind in this lifetime. We'll get another one over here so we can collect boar as well. But yeah, we're going to rely on hunting. We are out of food. People are going to start starving, Chad. It's not good. And the winter months doth approach. But Ozzy, how you doing today? Thank you for stopping by the stream as well. Welcome on in. Weird. Okay, we got another drought. So crops are probably not going to happen I mean, let's just see what the... Oof. Yeah, we're lucky if we get above 30%. Yeah, this is a very sandy area. Despite all the mountainous terrain and rocks, it's very sandy. Okay, we got some knowledge. Let's check the tech tree real quick. Okay, we're getting some food, but not ideal. We're going to need that smokehouse sooner than I thought, but I'm going to have to hold out on it. Months lost to spoilage over the next 12 months will be 3. I don't like that. Might need that smokehouse, chat. Yeah. Just prioritize it. We'll go with it later. I gotta prep for the winter months so my people survive. I'm good. Gonna be AFK. Got a doctor's appointment. All good. I appreciate you popping up the stream in any case. Thank you very much, dude. Awful kind. Awful kind. Hopefully nothing too terribly serious at the doctor's appointment, though. Everything just a checkup. But yeah, our main goal right now is to get our settlement to tier 2 so we can get access to the mines, essentially. I yearn for the mines, chat. All right, what can we get here? 15% work, smoked meat. Well, plus 2 more resource gathered per forage source. That's pretty good. I don't want to invest in farming just yet. Hygiene. No, I should probably do stone cutting work. The stone plus mining speed at quarries. Yeah, tree fell speed. Well, no, because we don't have a lot of trees. We will go to the... No, did I already spend it? Undo. Oh, okay, there we go. Now confirm. We'll work on stone cutting. Tier 2 center or 9 knowledge invested. So we need to get to level 9 knowledge invested in any case before we can even access the mines too. More people await to join your settlement. Amass 4 months supply of food and 6 houses. Copy. Well, we're gonna need a little more time. Bear with me. And an impending blizzard. Perfect. Hopefully no one freezes. BRB gonna soak underwater. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Taylor. It's getting chilly. Well, we don't have a good amount of food, and our firewood is fairly low, and there's a blizzard happening right now. Slow things down a bit. Let's see here. I mean, there's not much I can do right now. We'll see what happens. Okay, looks like we survived the blizzard for now. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I hope you find some peace of mind in this lifetime. If we can get to the spring, we have a chance, and I think we will. We got enough food. The firewood is holding. Yeah, we'll be all right. We're gonna be all right, chat. See if we can't find like a mountain lake or something that has some fish for additional food. It's going to be strongly relying on hunting. So the diet of the people will not be that varied, but they will survive. And then once we're able to sell enough resources and whatnot and buy in bulk, then we should be all right. We can survive off of the gold income we make at that point, but it will take time and it will be difficult. But we will survive. Graintown will survive, chat. At least through the first winter. Made it to year 2. We vibing. And it looks like we have to put a storehouse down so we can get access to some other buildings. I didn't want to have to spend that much wood, but what are you going to do? We really just need to get access to coal so a lot of our, hopefully, houses and production buildings can utilize coal instead of firewood. Because there aren't enough trees. There just aren't enough trees to sustain it. Now, once I get enough gold, eventually I can just plant a boatload of trees and get wood that way. But in the meantime, it's playing the long game. Because trees over time will, like this birch tree will eventually become to look like, well, that's a red pine. But, you get what I'm getting at. These tiny red pines that are only worth 2 will eventually be like a red pine that's worth 5 wood instead of a little tree. But it's all good. We vibe. We vibing right now. And then we'll probably build most of our um, like city focused stuff here because there's not a lot of resources or whatnot that would take putting a mine there would give it negative attributes. Because the thing you have to monitor is like desirability. And if I put the saw pit right next to where everyone's living, it makes too much noise. There's a lot of dust everywhere. People don't want to live by that, so the desirability goes down, and eventually the building could become abandoned. So I have to place it far enough away where they're all sort of in one spot, or at least located far enough away from the city center that people aren't bothered by the production levels or what have you. But right now we need to get more houses, because once we have 6 houses, then we can get more people. With more people, there's more mouths to feed, obviously, but there's also can fill more job roles, which is what we're gonna need, because the mines can hold like 8 to 10 workers each. So we want them at full production and whatnot. We're gonna need a lot of people in town. A lot of people needing to work. And we're going to need a lot more trees. We also need laborers and whatnot for people to like collect resources that we can't necessarily mine or work for. So that's how it goes. Right now we're vibing. It's all A-okay. We got plenty of food, surprisingly enough. A lot of meats and whatnot. And smoked meats, thankfully. That's what's helping it last this long. So people are going to be eating a lot of beef jerky for the next couple of months, but they will survive. They will like it. We got the 6 houses. We got 4 months. 4 months supply of food, 6 houses. Should be attracting more people. Should be. Although we need to build 8 shelters to get to tier 2, but we'll focus on that after we build up our surplus a little bit more. We got some tech. But yeah, a good start. A good start, to say the least. Slow and steady, chat. Slow and steady. There we go. That's what we needed. Got 7 new people that just joined the village. Send them to work. I mean, we could build like a small farm just for the sake of having one. But it's going to be rough. Anywhere we put it really is going to be rough. Over here is gets into at least the 40s, so there's potential. I wouldn't mind exploring this area a bit. See if there's a water resource nearby. Because then we could also get a fishing hut, which would be pretty nice. Thing I want to hopefully avoid is more wolves. More wolves or raiders. Raiders would not be ideal right now. Okay, we need to get the saw pit under construction once we finish the storehouse. You find some paradise. Start flattening this area out. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Luckily, we survived the first winter. The first winter's always the hardest because you don't have any like infrastructure set up. But I think we'll manage. It's just we can't grow too quickly because then we'll just have too many people and then too many mouths to feed, and it gets overpopulated too quickly. Like our food stores went from like 7 months to 3 months really quickly. So balance is of the essence here. And ideally, I'd rather have the farm a bit closer to town, especially just starting off until we discover what's over here. There's already got a wolf den right here. And that ain't going to be fun. That is not going to be ideal, chat. But I feel like we should get a farm or something started just to be on the safe side. Even if we get like 20% of the crop, that could still be, a difference maker in the times to come. So you know what? I think we will build just a small farm. Maybe not right there. That's right where the deer are going, so they're going to eat the crops. Deer also are just running through our village, so we'll figure something out, I'm sure. Okay, this guy's going over to discover the exploration point. We're just stricken with dehydration.
Yes.
That's no bueno. Get that man some water. Okay, they're going to set exploration points. No water source yet, sadly. I thought with how fertile the land was over here that maybe there was water nearby. But no, just more clay and sand. 5% fertility. Bleh. Villager has been cured of dehydration, thank goodness. Oh, we got a good chunk of loggage. Resources, we can get the frickin'... Okay, we can start building jackets, which will be nice. That'll be big. How much does that cost? 25 wood. Okay. And then we will go to build the saw pit next. Okay. Let's do 50 jackets. Excuse me. And we met our firewood quota rather quickly. So that's very good. We need 8 houses. I think we can afford 2 more houses. That should keep people busy. All right. Sweetly, softly, I'm running in love. Yeah. And then we will set production limit to 100 planks. Perfect. Well, we're about a quarter of the way there. To our first 100 villages. I am hopeful that with the construction and whatnot of the... Because typically deer move further away once you start putting up more buildings, so hopefully I can fit a little farm in here or something. Either that or I'll just bite the bullet and build it out here where it's most fertile. I just feel like that's too far away and I'd have to build... a temporary shelter, but again, I need tier 2. The real goal of today's, at least for this first session, is to get to tier 2 of the build center, or the town center. Couldn't think. We got some tech to invest. Town center. And then we'll flatten these areas out and get more housing put up in these hills. Yeah, these berry bushes we're going to need. Otherwise, it's slim pickings for the foragers. Where's... Oh, the wolf. The wolves are attacking. In fact, let me try and put up another forager shack somewhere nearby. Just so we can get something. But yeah, this is what it means by era. There's not a lot of, like, natural resources to live off of. But should be able to push through the winter. We have a good collection of stone already. We have enough logs to sustain everything for now. So we should be able to get to tier 2 no problem. Ideally. And then I need to get, I think, 1 or 2 more houses. One. I think I need 1 more house to get to the minimum of 8. I just don't want to destroy these berry bushes. There we go. Oh crap! Not the hunter cabin. I need the house. There we go. Put 2 extra down just to be on the safe side. But we need to flatten out this terrain so we can actually put stuff on it, because if it's too steep, then we'll be in trouble. Bustling market will help generate gold and attract new settlers to our growing town. Market stock houses and generate gold based on the number of houses in their work area. That too. Which we can finally put down. We need 50 planks. It's a lot. But it'll be worth it. We'll get that down as soon as they wrap up here. That includes all of our houses thus far. And preps for the ones that we will put up. But yeah, we're gonna need to do some terraforming on this hill right here. I tell you what. Take some time, but we'll be all right. We made it to spring. We survived another winter. We will continue to push on as a new villager has immigrated. And this will take priority. But I don't have any new builds going on other than the forager shack, but we should have enough spare workers and whatnot. Got something else generated in the tech tree. I guess it can be upgraded to Market Square. Gonna need that gold, chat. Because once you get to a certain point, you can use gold for pretty much anything you need, and especially with the amount of resources we have here, we can become an industrial powerhouse, making iron ingots or especially, but like the goods you make with iron ingots, like swords or shields, armors, heavy machineries and such. There's potential here. It's just going to be a rough start. Fairly rough start. But we'll be all right. Be all right. Yes, flatten the earth. It's not what I meant. Flatten this earth. Pending heat wave. Got heat waves and droughts and God knows what else coming our way, chap. But we will survive. We will never surrender. We have to clear this out. Eventually have to clear all this out as well.
Need anything? Hmm?
Oh, arrows. He needs arrows. I forgot to build a Fletcher. Need a Fletcher. We don't have enough resources for a basket shop. Cobbler shop would be good as well. But I already set that to priority. But we're going to need a lot more wooden planks. Collect human and animal waste. Eventually. We will need a graveyard, sadly. Alright, now we continue. Well, we set priority for the market so we can start generating gold. Once we have gold, we should be able to set up a trading post. We're going to need a Fletcher, though. I totally forgot we needed arrows, so that needs to come next. That is also priority. We'll put it prioritized just so it's prioritized over the cobbler shop. Because we need arrows for the hunters to be able to get food for us, so that takes the most priority. We'll actually assign more people to the saw pit as well, just so we get those the plank production up. Because we have enough logs to support it, and I already set production limits on the wood planks, so it won't overuse the logs. But we got to ramp up production. It's getting sketchy, as it were. But this is where it starts to become a relaxing game to play. Mainly because everything sort of starts to become self-sustaining. You don't necessarily have to worry about each individual thing. Okay, no, stop prioritizing that. Never mind. I wanted this to be finished up. I thought because it would be like order of selection, it would prioritize it, but I guess since that's technically closer, they're prioritizing the cobbler shop or the Fletcher building. But I need the market up. I need to make that money. But what was I saying? Once you get to a certain point, it becomes self-sustaining. Okay, this one's still finished first, I think. Or it got the resources first, which is somewhat frustrating. This building has no food. Yep, because we don't have... That's probably why. I done goofed it, chat. We might be screwed here. People are going to start starving. Okay. Do not build any of those. Focus on that ASAP. I want, at minimum, 150 arrows at all time. At all times. Get to it. People need arrows. People need food. The markets is open. Stock the markets. Stock the markets. We need food. I done biffed it, chat. This could be our downfall, because if we don't get enough food for winter, we're going to be screwed. Hopefully we start getting some arrows soon, though. Oh, wonderful. Yes. More people. More mouths to feed. This could be the end, chat. This could be the end. People are running out of food quickly. Okay. People are getting arrows again. Or our hunters are getting arrows again. I totally forgot arrows were a resource. I am such a fool. I was like, huh, why are we running out of food? The hunters don't have arrows to hunt with, dummy. Done goofed up big time. Well, in any case, we're making gold per month, so that's nice. We can build a shrine once we get 100 gold. Villager stricken with dehydration. Yeah. That is less than ideal. Fall is beginning to set in. And our firewood production is very low. What is causing the firewood production? Oh, because we don't... Well, no, we have logs. Does this require firewood? No. Oh, firewood just went up to 100. It's odd. Villager's been cured. Knowledge has been generated. Nine knowledge. Okay. Oh, we're cutting it close. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. There we go. Okay, we're getting some food. They're smoking the meats. Firewood's back up. Bit of a close call there, chat. Bit of a close call, if I do say so myself. Got a little sketchy. Got just a little too sketchy. We can get to tier 2. We just need the planks. I don't have anything requiring planks just yet. Or requiring planks again. There was a sweet spot there, right? Right here. There we go. I think we were just trying to get all the berry bushes that were on this hill. Oh, we don't have any food. That's a raider. There's a raider camp up here. Less than ideal. Very much so less than ideal. Well, we're going into winter with no food, chat. This is where our resolve will be tested. We have 2 smoked meat. We're so screwed. Unless we get some last-minute boons. But it seems unlikely. Yeah, 30 raw meat. Luckily, our hunters are still doing their thing now that they have arrows. There's a steady supply of them. That's what screwed me, unfortunately. We have enough firewood. We have water. You could technically survive, but people may die. And it's my fault. Okay, hopefully they're coming back to the village with meat. Okay, butchering meat. We're good. Need to get a boar. That provides 180. That'd be huge, but I don't know how sustainable boar meat is. Well, I don't see anyone necessarily looking for food just yet. So, we're in sort of a weird limbo state where we don't have any like surplus, but everyone has food in their homes. Like they have 20 smoked meat, they have 18, they have 24. So people have food. We just don't have any backup food. So hopefully people will ration. Or at least we can survive for the next month and a half or so. Because it ain't gonna be pretty. But we do have enough to upgrade to Town Center 2, which was the goal. Get to Town Center 2, then we can get to 100 villagers. But I think I'd probably call it after I get to Town Center 2 because I have to get to bed. See, now the building is starting. The buildings will run out of food first, and then the homes. If the homes run out of food, then we're in trouble. As long as there's food in the home, we're okay. We should be okay. I hope. We got about another month of winter. Next big thing we're going to need is a trading post. We're going to need that trading post ASAP. Okay, see, this house has run out of food. We're going to need a... villagers gotten scurvy. I don't know if we have anything to solve that. Everybody's just been eating meat. We made it to tier 2 at least. We should survive into our 4th year just barely scraping by. Mainly because I forgot. Oh boy. Be prepared in case they attack the settlement. I am not nearly prepared for people to attack. My villagers got scurvy, damn it. They're dying. And we need to build the wagon shop. I hope you find some peace of mind in this lifetime. An arborist building might be huge, but we need clay for that. And we got the wagon shop up, so we should... Okay, perfect. We can start going for coal. In any case, we got them to tier 2. We got it to tier 2, but the cracks are starting to show. We kind of hit a bit of a deficit in the food department, and our residents are becoming sick with scurvy because we don't have a wide enough food diet, which we need to start addressing ASAP. Arborist won't start. Arborist won't start producing fruit for a number of years in any case, and the soil is not necessarily that fertile. What we need is an apiary to so that we can boost fertilization opportunity or pollinization. But in time, the building's on fire. We'll get to that later. But a solid sesh. We survived the first couple of years in one of the tougher environments in the game. We thankfully have not been attacked by bandits or anything too terribly crazy just yet. And I think we did all right. I think we did A-okay, chat. Cannot complain. Did just dandy. In any case, I will have a stream tomorrow night, but it will be a little later than usual just because I'm going to see Iron Lung. Very excited to see that. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Thank you to those who stopped by, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. Little Arc Raiders. Bye. Bye-bye.